Hermione and Ron were black.
Rooting for everybody black. I am. Betting on black tonight.
Hey y'all, if you're new here, hey, how you doing? If you're returning, welcome back. So let's just address the elephant in the room, or maybe the Hufflepuff. It's been longer than a minute. It's been about an hour since I uploaded. We're gonna do the chit chatty stuff. I'm gonna talk about what I've been doing lately. My first semester of school was kicking my ass. I just want to start off with that. So sorry about that. But listen, it is 2023. It is a new year, new me. Alright, that might be a lie. But I am back here. I'm trying to be consistent. That's not what this video is about. We're gonna have the chit chatty stuff. We're gonna talk, okay? I have a whole video that's coming up after this where we just talk about all of the things, okay? I'm telling you, my absence has been, I was trying to find a way to say good, but it's not good. I'm not gonna justify that for myself. But today, first of all, y'all see the merch. Y'all see it. Harry Potter gang, Gryffindor till I die. Okay? So I am literally here to talk about how amazing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway was. Oh my fucking God. Blew my mind from the second I sat down. So I'm gonna break this video down into two parts. Firstly, we're going to talk about the pros and cons. So this is more so for the people that, if you don't really like spoilers, I'll let you know when to stop, okay? So I don't give nothing away for you if you plan on going to see it, which, honestly, I recommend everyone go see it. Like, it has literally changed my life. It sparked me to get back on the tube and talk about shit. So let's shout out to Harry Potter. So if you ever been a fan of Harry Potter, if you ever taken the beautiful trip on the Hogwarts Express to the walls of Hogwarts, you already know the vibes, okay? We know about Harry Potter freaking 1 through technically 8, because Deathly Hallows was 1 and 2, I guess. But the book was 1 book, right? Yeah, I think it was a big ass book. Wait, before we get into the play, let's talk about how Harry Potter books were big as hell. So I literally was talking about this with my friend. Harry Potter was like such a big part of my childhood. Literally, I am a Harry Potter fanatic. It is so insane. You will not believe I went to the goddamn, the souvenir stand, the merch counter, whatever the hell. I spent almost $200 on merch at this thing. Let's just start with that. Huh? So, you know, your girl's a Harry Potter fan. I've been a Harry Potter fan since I could read. I literally while kids were trying to get the Jordans, I was literally on the Barnes & Noble line trying to get the new Harry Potter when it hit the streets early, okay? So yeah, so I went to go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Beautiful experience. Oh my God. So I want to start off by talking some of the pros and the cons. I'm going to start with the cons first, because it's not really, I got my playbill right there too, if y'all can see it. Anything Harry Potter to me is amazing, but I gotta find something wrong with it. It's the tourist in me. I'm sorry if it's too much. So my only con was that, so initially when Harry Potter and the Cursed Child came out on Broadway as the play, it was initially 2 nights of the play. So each part was, I think, about the same, probably about 3 to 4 hours. But they actually found a way to like merge it all into one. Now, which is a good thing. It's more cost effective, but it also makes it a bad thing because you can kind of tell that they shoved a lot of stuff in. Like when the scenes were changing, you could tell a lot of it was like rushed. Like literally, I think we missed probably the first 5 to 10 minutes, but I felt like I was just thrown into the story like when I sat down. So you could kind of tell that it was longer and they just found a way to zhuzh it up. That's probably my only con, and just because I had to find something to say. Now, let's start with the pros. My number one at the top of my list pro. Hermione and Ron were black.
Rooting for everybody black. I am betting on black tonight.
Period. Representation matters. I don't care what anyone says. Representation matters. As a black woman who is a fan of this franchise and has been a fan since I was yay high, I was so amazed to see Hermione and Ron as black people. Yes, I lived for it. Even though they could have gave Ron, they could have did something better with the hair. He had orange hair. Okay, that might go with the cons. I'm sorry. But it was so beautiful to see someone that looked like me represented in a universe where I lived most of my childhood. So that is my number one pro. Secondly, the effects. Man, let me tell you, they shelled out a pretty penny for the effects on this thing. They had Dementors flying. They had freaking spells coming from the wands, like the shush, coming out the wands, and people flying, people flipping backwards, people. Like, the effects were so amazing. They did such a great job with that. I don't know how they managed to like make a visual representation of Hogwarts on stage, but let me tell you, whoever is the set designer, I thank you, because you gave me one of the best experiences of my life. Oh my God, the effects were so good. My third pro was I loved the story. There were so many different things happening. We're going to talk a little bit more about the story in a little bit when I get to the spoiler part. Because there were a lot of things to dissect, a lot of things to process, a lot of things going on. I was like, whoo, child. But the story was so amazing. Oh my God. The young man that played Albus Potter, who is supposed to be Harry Potter's son, did an amazing job. Honestly, the whole cast did an amazing job. It was a beautiful performance. I was so engrossed from the minute I sat down. Like, I loved it. I'm still trying to figure out how they managed to make insane. Like, we're going to talk more about the effects and stuff too when I get into the spoilers, because there's certain specific things I want to talk about. But I just want to go and say, whoever did that set, like, please give this man the things. Give him all the things. Another pro that I really liked about it too, I know I complained about this earlier, that it did seem rushed, but I do like that the set changes were very like, it was rushed. You could tell it was rushed. You could tell it was longer, but I liked that the way they did it was incorporated into like the wizarding world. Like, it would be like, say like, if we're going from like Harry's office to like back to school, you'll have students pushing the staircase, and like it would be like a nice music, like oh my God, and whoever made the music, oh my God, it's my fourth pro. Whoever did the soundtrack to this, like I don't know if it's the intermission, not really intermission, but the music to guide between the scenes, amazing job. Like, amazing. Like, I honestly don't really have only one bad thing to say, but that's only because I kind of know, so it's like I could kind of tell. But it was honestly an amazing experience. I literally came back to YouTube to tell you, please go see this. If you have not seen this and you are a fan of Harry Potter, please go. This video is not sponsored, by the way. It's just me nerding out real quick with y'all. Now, for all of you who don't like spoilers, please exit stage left, because this is where we're about to get into some spoilers. So the story essentially follows Albus Severus Potter, who is the son of the infamous Harry Potter, who we came to see, right? So essentially, And early on in the play, Remus, who was the father of Cedric Diggory. Now, if you are familiar with the franchise, you already know Cedric got by Voldemort back in like Goblet of Fire. Like, that was very not nice how he did it. If you're not familiar with the books, then Cedric Diggory was basically Edward from Twilight. Is it Edward? Yeah, Edward from Twilight. Was it Jacob? Is that Edward?
Sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
No, that's Edward. Okay, so yeah, basically Cedric Diggory was Edward from Twilight. He died in the movie. He died in the book, and he died from Voldemort. So remember, do I need to rehash this moment? I really don't like that moment. It was really one of the, a really bad moment in Harry Potter history. But essentially, the Goblet of Fire was about the Triwizard Tournament. Triwizard Tournament was only for, I believe, seniors in the school. Yeah, it was only for seniors. But somehow Harry's name was in the Goblet of Fire to pick the name for the Triwizard Tournament, right? But his name wasn't supposed to be there. Remember the whole scene? Everybody was like, why you picked your name? He's like, bruh, I ain't put my name there. I don't know who did it. But come to find out, it was Lord Voldemort, so that Harry could win the Triwizard Tournament and he can kill Harry because of the whole prophecy, blah, 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 blah. Y'all know the story. If you came this far, you know the story. If you don't, you should. But in the beginning of the play, Remus, who was Cedric Diggory's father, goes to visit Harry Potter because he says he has a time warp. Oh my god, I think I'm getting the name of this wrong. I think it was like some type of time charm. Basically, a device that can help you go back in time. And he was saying, and Harry Potter was like, nah, we don't got it, but they did have it. He was talking about it in the scene before. And now Harry, as an adult, he's working for the Ministry of Magic, got this big fancy smancy job, which is like, Harry working for the Ministry. Let's get into that for a second. Why is Harry working for the Ministry of Magic? Those were his biggest ops.
It's giving bozo. You're giving bozo. Like.
Do y'all remember the movies, like when they had all these obscene headlines about Harry Potter and he was a fucking kid? How did you wind up working for the Ministry of Magic? Anyway, so Harry's working for the Ministry of Magic. They do have the time device that he's referring to, but he tells him no. His son Albus happens to hear him because he's sitting on the staircase, and he's like, yeah, he's like, they do have it. Why he lying to him? And comes to meet Cedric's cousin, whatever the cousin. She's supposed to be a sister or something. Cousin. I never seen this girl before, so I'm looking like, Cedric is at Hogwarts. You wasn't there. Who are you? You know, like my antennas was up about this girl, but she was kind of funny, so I'm like, let her rock. So come to find out, homegirl is actually Voldemort's daughter. Yeah. Weird thing. So basically what happens is Albus and his friend, oh my god, I forgot to mention his friend, Scorpius Malfoy. He's actually the son of Draco Malfoy. And it's so funny because he's literally the polar opposite of his dad. It's so hilarious to me. He's so mild-mannered and like jittery and stuff, and like it's so funny because like we all know Draco was never like that. Like he was like that on the inside, but he wasn't like that on the outside, and Scorpius is like that on the outside, so you can kind of tell. So him and Scorpius actually steal the device and they go back in time. Why do kids don't listen? Like why do children not listen? They go back in time and basically they erase Ron and Hermione's daughter. No, first they kill Neville Longbottom. Poor Neville. Bad stuff was always happening to Neville. But they kill Neville. It's not funny. Oh my god. They kill Neville Longbottom, who like never kills the basilisk. So like it's like literally like the world praises Voldemort. They have a Voldemort day. Weird shit. Professor Umbridge is the headmaster of Hogwarts. Y'all already know that bitch was #1 op. She was literally #1 op after the Ministry of Magic. Well, she was part of the Ministry of Magic, so she was #1 op. She was like the headmaster of Hogwarts, a mess. Now, mind you, the world that they were currently in, Professor McGonagall was the headmaster. You know, everything was always right with the world. Ron and Hermione had their daughter, but when they went back in time and they saved Cedric, they basically erased the daughter because Hermione wound up being with Cedric, and Ron and Hermione never got together. So that was the first thing. So then they tried to go back and fix it. And they wound up erasing Albus. It was such a fail. I'm giving out a short version of this because I really do want you guys to go see it, but this is hilarious. So they erased Albus. So Scorpius is in like this alternate universe where like it's kind of the same as the first one, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up. I could be getting it mixed up. I hope I'm getting it mixed up so you guys can see it. But he runs into Snape and he's like, I know you were in love with Lily. I know this. How would I know all of these things if I hadn't got to tell you about the alternate? This nigga opens up a damn chalkboard into a room with Ron and Hermione in the back. I'm like, mind you, they have all of this like in play form. Like, how did you manage? Oh my God, it was so good. And they wound up going back one last time to fix everything, but they had to go all the way back to the night that Harry's parents died. So basically what they were trying to do, they was trying to trap Cedric's cousin or niece, so whatever the hell she was supposed to be. They had to trap her because what she was trying to do was meet her father, Lord Voldemort. And that was such a sad moment because Harry had to literally sit and watch his parents die because they trapped Cedric's cousin first and then waited for Voldemort to come to make sure that everything played out the way it was supposed to, meaning that Harry's parents died. And then after that, it was like happily ever after, pretty much. I mean, yeah, I missed some stuff, but go see it if you want everything. I can't give you everything. I went to go see it like a week. Sorry. This video was supposed to come sooner, but I didn't get my hair done. Y'all like my hair? It's long now, see? Ooh, ooh, ooh. But yeah, that was pretty much the synopsis of the story. Now, as far as I know, we said we were going to talk about the effects more later on. So what I was referring to was the time travel device. Every time they would use it, they made the stage do like this. Like, it was insane. It looked like ripples of water in the front of the stage. I don't know how they did this. Whoever did this set design, please holla at your girl. I need an editor. Can you do that to my videos? Wingardium Leviosa. One of the, I think, probably one of my best experiences ever. So glad. Shout out to my best friend Fatima for organizing the visit. I mean the play details. And shout out to my boo-boo Mike, because they took me to go as my Christmas gift. And yeah, go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. But let me tell you, don't go to that merch stand because they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I spent $156 on a hoodie, 2 hats, a pen, and a t-shirt. I don't know how that equates to $150, or maybe it's just inflation. Maybe I'm just cheap. I don't know. I like the hoodie though. This shit fire. And you see I got my golden snitch. That's my sign for me to go. I have Chinese food to eat and I have editing to do. But all in all, go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I think they're wrapping up on Broadway soon, to be honest. I'm gonna try to drop this video as soon as I can. I did go see it on January 7th. It is now January 12th. So I think, as far as I know, it's gonna wrap up soon. So listen, snag your tickets, go see it. Honestly, really was one of the best experiences I've ever had on Broadway. Well, I only had 2 experiences on Broadway, but it was a really nice experience. Honestly, it's worth every penny. I kind of want to go back and see it again because we were in the back. I kind of want to experience everything in the front. Tickets, child, tickets are so expensive. You don't understand. It's so expensive. Think about it like this. Our tickets were like $100 each, and we were in the back. Imagine how much those tickets in front. Probably like $500. My wallet is hurting to think about this. But anyway, guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next one.